Sex is an integral part of a relationship. Sex is an integral part of a relationship.
Yeah, Charlie, 2022, a shower season. So we go there everywhere. Yeah, grrr.
OnePlay. Add class to your music.
Hi guys, so in as much as you are going to be everywhere this season, I bring you the shower season. You know, on this show we discuss your relationship issues, we advise you on your relationship and things to do. So happy Vows Day in advance. You can give us your vows story, your vows day stories too. So today my story is very, very nice. I know a lot of people want to use sex toys in their relationship. Some ladies, they love it. I have people in my DM and they're like, oh, when will you discuss this? So thank God today somebody just dropped this story in my DM. So there is this guy who is so worried about this. He said anytime he wants to have sex with a girlfriend, he prefers using a sex toy and any other sex object before even having the girlfriend. And the girlfriend, on the other hand, is not happy about this. So this guy is worried that the girlfriend is not allowing him to use the sex object before her. So the guy actually sent me this and he said I should ask you, my viewers, and discuss it on this show too with Tilly and Joseph to give us some solution. Should he continue craving for the sex toy or he should just take his girlfriend's advice? So today on the shower season I have Joseph. Yeah, looking good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Last week you weren't here.
Alright.
Why? You're sick, eh?
Yes,
oh, thank God you're back. You're looking good.
Thank you.
Tilly, what's up?
I'm always here.
You're always good.
My job is to be always here, so I'm always here.
Okay, so this guy's story. What's your take on it, Joseph?
First of all, if the girl doesn't like it and he likes it, he should leave the girl.
Ah.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, she doesn't like it. And he likes it. Charlie, I mean, let's be real to ourselves, man. Come on. When you love someone, you love everything about the person, right?
I don't know what to say.
No, that is not love.
No, that's not love.
When you like somebody, you like everything. When you love somebody, you love them in spite of everything that they come with. That is love. I mean, to me, in my childish thinking.
Okay, so here's a case whereby, I mean, I love sex toys. Without sex toys, I can't really enjoy it wherever it is that's supposed to go on, right? And you don't like it. That means you are not a better pair.
Joseph, no.
Yeah, it counts. All these things count in relationships. Let's be real to ourselves.
So can't the guy take the lady's advice?
Well, that's solely up to him. If he decides to take the lady's advice, that's up to him. But I mean, him being able to, reach up to you to get to that extent, that it means that it's something that's very serious, that's bothering him, right? So if this is what you want and you're not getting it from the relationship, why waste your time? Because you know what's going to happen? If he stays in the relationship, he will cheat on a girl. I'm serious, for real, he will.
No, but we are talking about sex toys here, not a real human being. So how does the guy cheat?
These are fantasies. Alright, look, before there is sex and there's love making. Sex, you just take your drawers off and we're good to go. Love making is a process. We go through it. I have to touch you in the right places, make sure we climax, we get to a certain level before the dick actually has to penetrate. I mean, make sure that the pussy is wet, super like that, right? Now, are you aware that there are men that it takes time and it takes certain things for them to do before they actually, are able to get erected?
Even women.
Good.
Hey, you get erections?
no, like some ladies are like, I want to
get aroused, to get wet.
Yeah. Wow.
You feel me? So if there's a serious relationship, then they would probably have to compromise, which I believe strongly that one day because of that thing, if he's not able to kill, you know,
That drive.
yes, if he's not able to kill that drive, he will go out and cheat on the lady, and it might end up messing up the whole relationships. And maybe this might be a long-term thing. They would have kids and all that, and then.
Wow. Tell me, what's your take on this story?
I think the best part of this conversation is the fact that it is a relationship. I mean, once you go and meet the family and then it is tied together, then it becomes something that you are committed to for the rest of your life. But I mean, why do you commit to something, or why do you burn through something you know you can't commit to for the rest of your life? Actually, so the problem is everybody. Compatibility is not just emotions. Oh, my pen, no, he melts my heart. No, are you compatible sexually? You are not. Because the same way I will say as a girl that when I meet a boy and his dick is not capable, I will go. It's the same way. Everybody's sexual whatever is different levels. So, which is why he's saying that if they end up together as marriage, the man will still cheat, because if he makes a mistake and he meets a girl, whether through divine orchestration or alcoholic orchestration,
It's so crazy that.
and then they do it, and the girl is what he's been wanting from the main girl now. The main girl is a goner. She's a goner. Do you get it? I just feel like we should have a communication. Yo, I like this. Nah, I can't give you this. Are we willing to compromise? If so, how long can we even keep compromising for the rest of our life if we end up together? You might as well just go for somebody that likes the same level of nonsense you like in bed. Do you get it? So people want a girl that's, oh, you know that girls, as you said, they want to be beaten before they are, yeah, mad woman. If you want to be beaten, I may tell you a mad woman. But I mean, you should want to be with a guy who is violent enough to want to beat you. You can't date a pastor. You can't date a pastor unless you date a violent pastor. But you can't date somebody that sees throwing his hand at a girl as a problem, or touching them in any violent way as a problem, not even the sexual. So you have to find somebody that fits your energy. You get it? You can't say that, oh, I'm going to spend the rest of my life with somebody that anytime I'm supposed to have sex with them, I'll be thinking, yo, sex is supposed to be spontaneous, supposed to be fun. Like, no, I mean, yo,
you have to enjoy every bit of it.
When the children come and cry, mind you, the sex is probably the only thing that might, you know, that thing, so one thing you will have. So if he's not enjoying that moment too, you are.
Okay, so
waste your time.
We are talking about relationship here. So it's relationship always like all about sex. Looking at where the guy is coming from. Is it all about sex?
Yeah. You know what the truth is, what the truth is. We have to access. We have truth and lies. I can tell you lies, but let me tell you the truth.
Okay, so tell me.
It's not all about sex, but it is an integral part of the relationship. Unless you want to date your brother. Now they know that the sex will never happen. Do you get it? It is an integral part of the relationship. Which is why, so open so we die our rare. Now we call Uba Pafi, say down, Bema way and 1% vagina. There are only two things that the father wants to hear before they can say, okay, let's go and dissolve the marriage. One, either say or go one as also on with you. Two, when to be satisfied or sexually. Those are the two things that they used to dissolve marriage.
Wow.
I can't remember, that's what they used to dissolve marriage. So then, if you are telling me sex is not important, you don't know what you are doing, actually. Because then, if it is not important, they will say, oh, how is that becoming back? Do you get it? It is part, like sex is it's an integral part of relationship. I mean, you get to a certain point when you marry or you date somebody for a very long time, sex doesn't become too important. But mind you might have had too many sex in a time that like now, I say you even become like brothers and sisters. But even that, in between the times, you fuck each other once a while.
Every day. Brother and sister.
Do you get it?
Oh,
you do each other once a while. So if it's something you can't live with, or a level of you know actually drives the build up You can pick somebody that is not, it says amateur in sex or does not like stuff like that. You can do it 1, 2, 3. They'll pick up your energy. Some people, they are not really good in sex. They meet somebody that they are really good. They fuck them 1, 2, 3, 4. The next time they are of the same level, chopping each other the same way. Do you get it? But if the girl doesn't like sex, wouldn't it be on the wolf? Later now she's feeling some way. Yo, let it go.
Yo, what's up, everybody? My name is Brian Domensa, and I'm live here at OnePlay Africa. I just want to say a big congratulations to OnePlay Africa for their 1-year anniversary. They've done so well, bringing lights to more creatives, and we appreciate y'all.
Welcome back from the break. So, Joseph, do you also think relationship is all about sex?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I know you're gonna ask why. So be in a relationship, before you actually get into a relationship, you meet that one person that there's, a couple of things about the person that attracts you, right? So you don't just see someone and then you start picturing, how active they are sexually. You feel me? When it happens like that, then whatever it is that you have with a person, we are not supposed to call it a relationship. You know what I mean? It's not supposed to be. It is just a fling.
Okay.
Because what happened at that point was lust.
So looking at the story we are discussing, there's a girl and a boy. They're actually in a relationship, and this is what's happening. The guy wants sex toys before sex. So if that's not it, why then, per your points, why then are these people in a relationship, per your points?
It could be that at the early stages of the relationship, conversations didn't go well. They didn't discuss about certain things. They didn't get to know themselves pretty well, because these, in as much as relationships are not based on sex, it plays a role. A very heavy, solid role in every relationship, because this is like the fun side, one of the fun sides, of being in love in a relationship. Because I have a friend that always says that every time I want to surprise my girl and make her feel super loved, when she wakes up in the morning, the feeling is different. Because whatever went on the previous night, she felt that, I super love you like crazy. You get the point I'm trying to build.
No,
you don't get it. Alright, so we're talking about sex here, right? Okay, so this is what my friend is saying. When they wake up in the morning, because of the intercourse that they had the previous night, he put his all into it. His everything, like he just freed himself. He let himself go and made it beautiful. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now, before you get into a relationship, you are supposed to know your partner, right? I like this, I don't like this. Okay, this is what attracted me to you. Okay, there are certain things. Okay, this is how I like to do my things. I don't like doing things this way. Can we find a way to bring certain characters
down?
You really love me, okay, all right, so let's start working towards certain things that we are not comfortable with, but still want to be together. When we are not having these conversations and then we overlook them, then we get into the relationship after that. For instance, this fellow's story that we're tackling now, there are so many people out there who are facing the same problem, but they did not talk about it. You get it? They didn't. So you are definitely going to encounter stuff like this all the time, but it's crazy, man.
Okay, essentially, you actually said sex, like relationship is all about sex. So if relationship is all about sex, why then would like those guys have sex and just go?
Okay, so I didn't say relationship is all about sex. I said it's an integral part.
Oh, okay.
Sex is an integral part of a relationship. Sex is an integral part of a relationship. Do you get it?
Okay,
so it could be that there are other factors that other people will look at to, you know, be in a relationship with somebody, even if the sex is not good. Some people, they have like properties they are building together. Some people too, they marry because their family is riches. No, it has to stay in the family. No, their marriages are politically orchestrated. Do you get it? So they don't really care if you're an old man or your kids can't afford. They are still married to you. There has to be a bigger picture. I mean, in every relationship there's a bigger picture. Okay, so I want to date you. We are dating. Okay, I see that you have this. I have this. We can do this. Whilst you are working towards it, I mean, fights will come, things will come. But the fact that we have a goal means that we are going to work through it. But sex too is an integral part of it. Do you get it? You don't take a virgin, marry the virgin, and the virgin comes and you are impotent. You are a wicked person. Do you get it? It is an integral part of the relationship. The man has to do his part. The woman will do his part. In as much as there is a bigger goal, whilst we are working towards the goal, can I be happy in the night? That's the conversation. Can I be happy? Can I wake up singing like the man said? Can I wake up feeling like, wow, my man loves me, and we can still hold each other's hand and work towards the goal? We can do that, fine. But if every night I have to go to that goal or go to that work, wondering, you might do this thing that's happening, it takes a toll on you. But at the end of the day, you might actually veer from the direction you are going because something is not right. And that thing that is not right is an integral part of a relationship. Do you understand?
Yes.
So I'm just saying that it is not all the most important thing or something, but it is an integral part of a relationship.
Wow, I like this. I love your submission. Okay, so this guy, should the guy seek like some counseling? Should he talk to a counselor, or
they should seek communication first with each other? They should talk. Twice now, our person use now. I'm too unfamiliar with it. Okay, what can we do? Okay, me the girl, I'm like, okay, let's start with something that is simple. How about what do I don't know the sex toys actually, I don't know. So I can't say maybe the one that is the least harmful or the one that doesn't have any too much effect on the person. Do you get it? Let's try this. When they do it, sometimes you see, sometimes it's about prejudice. Like a previous idea, they think how sex toys were. Wow, that's sex toys are for sex addicts. When you use sex toys, you become an addict. So is this a previous mentality they have? Maybe you can just desensitize them one small. So okay, they might not want to use a vibrator on their clitoris, but you can start by just, let's say, handcuffing her. When you have sex with them, you handcuff her and you held their hands. She feels like, okay, is there anything there? The next time you can say, let me use another thing that is not too harmful or something that's not that too sensitive or too hard. Small, you desensitize them. Then it is that, okay, maybe the thing is not that harmful as I might have thought, or it's not that scary to the relationship. Or the other way, it could be the other way. Okay, you like the sex toys. How about let me also have a moment with you where we don't use sex toy, or we can reduce the amount of sex toy we use. Let's reduce it. Okay, so if you have to use sex toy for like 5 minutes before you touch me, use it for 2 minutes and try working on me. Next time, use it for 1 minute. You see, it has to be complete. You don't need when you see married couple, you're not married, mind you. You're not married in the first place. You have the option to move, but you say you won't move. So have a communication, converse about it. During sex, there should be conversation. Wow, touch me like this, touch me here, put it in. Those kind of things. It's supposed to happen. So if you can't have that conversation when you're in a relationship, is it when you marry that you will have that conversation?
So just should I talk to a counselor?
Well, I think that I'll go with what Tilly said, because we always have to start working on ourselves before we bring in a third party. You get me? Because when it's difficult for us to understand each other and we still want to be together, that's when we seek help, from the third person. You get it? So I think that just like Tilly said, it's only right for us to sit down and have that conversation. yo, let your partner know this is what it is, this is how it's supposed to be. Okay, let's take it one at a time. Alright? I want to be with you, I'm not leaving. But when it gets to the extent that it can't work, and then that's when I think I would have to go for a counselor. Now, if we go for a counselor and still it doesn't work, leave.
Wow. Okay, so if you go for a counselor and it doesn't work, leave. That's what Joseph is saying. And Tilly is also telling you that please have a conversation. Charlie, speak to your partner. And then on your boxing,
Do it on bed.
Yeah, do it on bed. Talk to your partner. So on this note, gentlemen, please speak to your partner, have a conversation, and agree on something that will not harm you and also destroy your relationship. Oh, I told you here we give you tips on your relationship. So please drop your comments on this. We'll read it for you and follow us on all our social media handles. Tilly, your social media handles.
Tilly Ekenipa. Tilly Ekenipa. Tilly Ekenipa. Tilly Ekenipa.
Just please your social media.
Alright, so on Twitter and on Instagram as Joseph_A_B. I spell my Joseph Josef. That's on Twitter and Instagram. And on Facebook it's Joseph Anjiman Budu.
Okay, so guys, follow us on all our social media handles. Mine is Tina Love Nairam on all social media handles. Next week we'll catch you on the Ashawo season. Thank you.
OnePlay. Add class to your music.